Hello there. Thank you
Hello,
for
how are
being a
you?
part of our interview process.
And thank you for inviting, Arya.
With pleasure. It's our pleasure. Thank you so much. Okay, would you please tell us a bit about yourself and your background?
Yeah, I'm Oksana Kostromieieva, and I'm Ukrainian, and I have two kids, and I came from Ukraine when the war in Ukraine started 2 years ago. As I lived in one of the most dangerous region of Ukraine because of the constant missile attacks. That's why, yeah, we were forced to leave the country, and I was working for a Dutch company at that moment. So they helped me. The company, very very good, my very amazing company, helped
Wow.
me to move to the Netherlands together with my kids. So yeah, I was lucky because I had this possibility, and um, yeah, that is what I can say about. And I'm professional in B2B sales, and yeah,
Wow,
that's
that is
what I.
amazing.
Yeah,
Very mind-blowing. I didn't even know that beforehand. So, as well as the
yeah.
viewers and I myself am knowing about this first time. I think it's very courageous, amazing, and very brave.
Indeed, when I think about the people, the soldiers who are fighting now. Of course, it's nothing. My experience is nothing, and mm, I just do my best what I can do in this situation to help my country and to a Ukrainian army.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Uh, well, Oksana, here you helped us with our translation of the Burohelp website to Ukrainian. Have you had any prior experience with translation?
Um, Indeed, yes, because my first master degree, it's I'm philologist by education. But it's a little bit another experience. It's Chinese language, but yeah, I'm philologist. It's part of my languages is a part of my life. So yeah, and when I moved to the Netherlands, I helped Ukrainian refugees with the translation. So yes, I had such experience before. Yeah.
Wow. How many languages do you speak?
No, indeed, Russian. No, besides Ukrainian, Russian, English, and ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. I speak. I try. I speak Dutch, Chinese. I was speaking, and that's all. Now that's all.
That is amazing. Because I've known that a lot of people that are residing in Europe are very quick to pick up European languages. How difficult was it for you to learn Chinese?
It was difficult. It was not easy. It's true. It's because it's completely different, even in comparison with the English or Romanian languages, and yeah, but the Netherlands, for example, it's uh, the almost part of German language, but Chinese it's completely different. So it's yeah,
It's very different.
yeah, it was challenging. But if it doesn't challenge you, it is not. It doesn't change you. So if you meet some challenges, it will develop you, and they help us if we used to and know how to manage the changes that we meet. Yeah.
Of course, wow, that is very beautiful. From your background to the extent of knowledge you have, it's very diverse, it's very complex.
Oh, thank
When
you.
you were first moving here, could you please tell me about like what were some of the difficulties of settling in the Netherlands?
Um, and there was a lot of difficulties, of course, to find family doctors, to uh, mm, uh, and also uh, to ride a bike. It also was a challenge for me because I never did it. And later, the most difficult, I would say, part it was to find job because I need to find a new job here, and all my previous experience was related with the Russian-speaking markets. So I need to find the new way how to repackage my knowledge and previous experience. So yeah, and in sales it's not so easy as it could seems. Uh, um, and yeah, but I don't think that it's traditional way that which I found, but I just decided to apply to the university and to get one more master degree. So yeah, it was. But you always need to find uh, to try to find solution and ask about help. And the society here in the Dutch society, they are very supportive. They are really very kind and very supportive. So mm, yeah, we are lucky who came to the Netherlands. I don't know how it's in other countries, but I heard that a lot of Ukrainians got support from the people, from the governments. So yeah.
That is beautiful. Wow. So when you first moved here, could you please tell me a little bit of like the biggest adjustment maybe? Were there, I'm assuming there might have been a large language barrier, or how did you overcome that?
Um, yeah, I started. I understood the main problem. It's a job. Yeah, because uh, two of my kids they became the students of Dutch universities, so they need my support. Yeah, and I need to find relevant job, and. As I mentioned, I decided to prepare because I didn't want to start from the low position as housekeeper or I don't know, yeah, as many Ukrainians did. So I'd like to use my experience, just repackage it. So and I also need. Dutch language. And language, it's not something that happens to you very quickly. Yeah. So what I did, I became a volunteer in Red Cross in Red. Yeah. So, and yes, I'm volunteering there also and learning Dutch because I don't have the Dutch people who can speak who speak Dutch around me. That's why I found this way. And also there is oh yes, I got the course, language course, Dutch language course at Gemeente. It's a municipality of Amsterdam. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's twice per week for almost 3 hours. Yeah. So the language, I would say that you always, if you are planning to stay in the country, of course you need to speak the language of the country because and respect them, and if you want to be a part of society, not as and not to stay as expat, only as an expat, you need to study. Yeah.
Of course, I've learned, I was reading this wonderful passage saying that if you speak to a person in the language they know, they hear you. But if you speak to a person in their own language, they understand you. So
Yeah,
it's
very good.
such a good thing to like learn a language and assimilate to the culture.
Yeah, yeah, and of course, for example, in Amsterdam, almost all people speak English very well, but they even they respect you if you even try to speak something in Dutch. So yeah, language is it's about sharing the same values.
That's very true. That's a beautiful way of saying that. I love that. Okay. You have this very wonderful, extensive experience. You're going around, you're settled here. You're settled in the Netherlands. Your family, your children, they're going to Dutch universities. And what inspired you to contribute your skills to Buddha Help to us? And what convinced you to help us?
First of all, I was and I am still uh, an active member of this process of integration. So I know how it's difficult to integrate into the new country, new culture, new environment. So if you have somebody who can explain it to you, uh, it will help a lot. And uh, and and on the other hand, if we uh, have possibility to give something, we need to do it as and to do some volunteer, let's call it work, uh, because I also got a lot of help when I came here. And also, maybe you know about this, how to say, survival complex. Do you know about it?
Yes, the survivor's guilt complex,
Yeah,
perhaps.
yeah.
Hmm.
I know what is it. You know, when you are in better circumstances that somebody in your country, and you know it for sure, you just have these needs to share, to do something for others, because you understand that, yeah, it's not fair. You have almost everything. Yeah, just share and help. As Burohelp will try to do it to other people.
Well, thank you so much. Like with your contribution and with your expertise and assisting us translate the entire website, I hope more and more, not just in the Netherlands, but more and more Ukrainian people that are have been sadly dispersed can seek the assistance and get it, try to feel home in a new location.
Yeah, yeah, it would be very um, useful for them, and I hope that, of course, Ukrainians and people other nationalities with other nationalities will uh, will be integrated into the societies uh, uh, with the help of bureau help of with the other people. It would be nice if somebody will help them in it,
True.
and
I
they will not live
remember,
alone.
that's very true. I remember one time I met a Ukrainian beautiful lady 2 years ago, and I was going around, I was out with my friends, and she just was a very welcoming person. So I went up and tried to talk to her, but she didn't know any English. And I asked her where she was from. She said Ukraine. And that was amidst the beginning of the whole dispute and war. And at that time, because back in Mongolia, we learned Russian for 2 years, it's in our high school curriculum. The only thing I could say was like, Здравствуйте, меня зовут Арюнзая. And I could just say these small things and I could ask her like how she is doing. I couldn't fully communicate with her. And it made me feel sad that I couldn't do more to make her feel home and make her feel safe here in Hungary.
Yeah, it's true. The average age of women who came to European countries uh, around 35, 40 years old. And at this age, they are Soviet Union people, the people of Soviet Union system, and they mostly all of them um, do not speak English or any other foreign language. So their children, they already at the age of 20, 25, up to 30, they are usually good with languages. But yeah, it's really a huge problem for the mothers of the families who came here to understand something because they don't speak English
Mhm,
or another language.
mhm. Well, hopefully with your assistance now they can feel a little bit, try to feel at home, get a support system, get assistance with perhaps their documents, appointments, because those are very difficult processes if you don't know how the system works.
Yeah, it's true. And for me, it was also was very, very challenging. But just I had colleagues in my company who helped me with all these GGD, BSN, all these documents and procedures. It's really challenging. Was challenging.
Hmm. How are you settling now? Has everything been settled in okay?
Yes, everything besides my job. So I'm still in the process. Yeah, but it's the last no and language it's developing. But yeah, I, I would say that now everything arranged, fixed.
That is amazing. And hopefully, the people that are listening to this right now, our Oksana is very talented. She knows she's a bright person. Her charisma, her characteristics are very enchanting. They, if anyone would be lucky enough to employ Oksana, she is a wonderful person. We can vouch for that 100%.
Let's hope.
So, thank you,
Definitely.
Oksana. Do you have any last remarks?
um Beauty is in the eyes of behavior, of how. Yeah, do you know these idioms? Yeah.
It's in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah, beholder. So I think if we remember about it and share it, we will see it around us, and other people will do the same with us. Yeah.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much,
So
Oksana.
I wish all the best to Burohelp in this very, very exciting, um, useful, and beautiful mission. Yeah, I wish you all the best in your development.
Thank you so much, Oksana. And
And thank you,
thank you
Isaac.
for taking the time of your day to sit down with this interview with us. And
Yeah,
could you please tell the viewers where they can contact you, your contact information?
of course. It's I have my LinkedIn profile, and I can send the link if somebody wants to contact me. And of course, if some people would like to get any information regarding the how to settle down here in the Netherlands, I will help for sure. I will try to find a way to help them. My Dutch is not perfect yet, but with English, I think that will solve everything. Yeah,
Very true. For
yeah,
all the
welcome.
viewers, I'll attach your contact information so anyone who's settling in, who knows Ukrainian, or wants to be a part of this process could contact you and get more information.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much, Oksana.
And thank you, Arya, for inviting. Thank
Thank you so much.